Hey, all right, cool. No, no. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, now everything wants to. Oh no, my OneDrive's over storage. Well, at least I got to work for this one get go. Call it a win. Oh, I forgot to disable Discord and stuff. Hopefully that isn't gonna bite me in my butt. I just want go over here, select a couple buttons. We'll be cool. That's all I want in life. Ooh, I see I already got a like. Appreciate it. Oh, that worked out. Okay. Strangely monetized. That's all I care. Hey, Bex. Oh, I gotta stretch real quick. Oh, it's been a long day. Had to get my fish pond working. Ooh, we got a bunch of people. Hey, Jeannie. Godzilla King, Lady Draco, Arnez is even here. I'm sorry. I told you I wanted to work on stuff. I had to get. What? I just sat here. I got home. I primered all the Zillas that were handing out. Then I had to go get the fish pond working again because the one pump clogged, and we finally got another pump in. So I had to go set that all up. So now both of them are working. So that'll be dope. Then after that, it was pretty much time to feed Casey. I dug out some things. I got an idea to do some videos. It'll be fun. It'll be long though. I gotta figure that. Might be something we have to do at your house, but I gotta clean them up. But I got some stuff to do some board game videos. I dug out. And I mean by like we could do a lot of board game videos. Cause gee. Look at what's going upstairs. Activated the mic. You could consider it a horror game. Depends on your definition of horror. Anyways, I'm gonna swap it over. I might get on for a little bit, Arnez, once we get the stream done. Oh, so I don't want to touch them too much because they got resin powder all over the boxes. But I forgot I had these things stored out in the garage, and I meant to bring them in like years ago. I finally got around to like getting them out. Anyways, I got a couple of different ones. Get different games. That baggie. Here, I'll grab 2 bags of the different stuff. So this one, it's a game called Mech Warrior, which I didn't get that far into. But it was a tabletop game where you use rulers and dice, and you could set up terrain and stuff in order to have matches. It was pretty free flowing. Like you pick an amount of like numbers you're allowed to use, like how much your units can cost. So you'd be like, all right, so we're having like 500-point armies. So then you pick your units in order to equal up to 500 or close to it. I'm just realizing this one's broke. I know some of these were damaged from way back in the day. Mainly just from storage. We'll see, like, there's, like, tanks. Because these ones are actually, like, it's Mech Warrior. So there's even mech units and such. This one, I don't know if I got enough to do multiples. Like, this is, like, the Mech Warrior stuff, I would have to actually, like, go through and remember exactly what I have. But what I do have enough to do some games with is I have Mage Knights, which we used to call just poor man's Warhammer. This is kind of like the precursor to Hero Clicks and all those other fun ones. Yeah, some of those will do look like power loaders. But essentially, all the figures have their stats on them. So you don't need, unlike Warhammer or whatever, you don't need a book and have everything. Like the figures all have the stats on them. But I had to remember everything. Like I remember the stars were how rare they were. So 1 star was common, 2 star was uncommon, 3 star was rare, and then something made them unique. So these were like something necro. Yeah, so he was like, then you have the factions are right there, and there'd be multiple, like some of them could have multiple factions. So like this guy works with 2 different ones. And the cool thing is you didn't need to play with a bunch of the same units. Like you can mix and match, but there was some, like I said, I gotta look it up. There was some benefit to having the same units. Like I think you could have them move together. But I have a lot of them separated. And I also have really, really big pieces from when I played back then. And I just quickly going over. Because I really, because if I remember, I like playing with the elemental guys. For back in the day. I even have a castle. A castle piece. Which I know some people buy these for D&D. Yeah, there's even like mounted units you could get from back then. It was a pretty fun game. There was even a version where you played on a map, sort of like Dungeons and Dragons, and your goal was to collect treasure chests. I didn't get to play as much of that one. And then I have even some of these from back when, like I repainted these when I was younger. Like this is a Whelp Master. And I know I still have some special ones because there was some of these like you can only get from tournaments. I have some of those hanging around. Now I got freaking resin dust everywhere. Because like I said, they were underneath where I was sanding things. Wait, you have parts? I was thinking about trying to get some more. Like possibly doing some like fun little videos with them. Like Arnez and I could be battling. And I thought it'd be neat. And I was thinking about trying to maybe get us some, especially terrain pieces. I definitely have to get some terrain pieces before we really mess around with it. I saw there's a lot on eBay that was like somebody has like all the castle pieces and they made it to work as like a Dungeons and Dragons like castle setup. And the dude's selling it. I was like, I kind of want it. It'd make for some fun campaigns. Yeah, I forget how the buildings work. Because these guys they're sort of like 4 units in one because you could attack each side. And there was something about if it got damaged on one side, you couldn't move in like that direction. And then you could also, what was cool about these two is like you can only use the heavy unit if you're playing over a 500 point game. But if you're playing under a 500 point game, you could have it be a light unit at 333, but it starts with 2 damage on each side. Oh, the other thing that was always fun with these two is like some of these were even posable with the Mech Warrior ones. I always thought it was an interesting game. Anyways, we're super off track. So, some stuff I did off camera. I cleaned up some of the metallics on her to make it look a little straighter. I kind of want to make it even straighter though. And try to blend the red real quick one more time. Straighten that out, and then she'll be pretty much good. Good to go. Got finish up the hammer. The gold is all good, so I don't have to worry about this fudging up. Okay, get the sticky tack off here. I'm thinking about just going over this part with a brighter yellow and then hitting... I think I still got some neon around here to really brighten it up. Then cleaning up this, adding some of the yellows into the little creases here just to make it kind of look like it's illuminated. It'll be pretty good to go. Scared all the people. Like, wait, what? He's not talking about Sonic right now. Get the fudge out of here. Yeah, I thought it'd be like some interesting games. You don't see too many people. I don't. I did a quick Google, YouTube search for stuff. You see people talking about them for like cheap D&D miniatures for using for campaigns, but you see like nobody playing with them. Hey, Emu. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Like we could set up like a camera over, like do a top-down view, and then maybe set up like a camera or two like behind us. I think the only thing is we need to do that the way I would like to. We'd probably need more cameras. Granted, we got phones. We could just record with phones too. Be a lot of video. I guess my only thing conundrum was like it'd be fun to do because again, it's playing games. Like I love playing games, but I know they probably won't do like the best in views. Yeah, it's like it's not Godzilla, so cheese it. That'd be fun. It's one of those too. It's like you could get multiple videos out of them because you can play with different armies and spice it up a bit. I wish there, because there was a, I don't have all the pieces anymore because I used a bunch of the buildings for old photo stuff, but there is a kaiju version. Yeah, we have like 2 camcorders, technically 2 phones. Then I have my extra, the static one, the actual camera. Honestly, it would probably be like one top-down one on the side, and then just using the phones would probably work. And then I just need all the footage for editing. Splice it all together. Okay, so like I said, I got Mage Knight. I don't know if you remember it. I pulled out a couple pieces. Because I dug them out of my garage. Because they've been out there forever. But I used to play this all the time at some of the local card shops. Until it kind of died out. This is an Eldritch Draconum. These ones I repainted myself. Because I made all the Draconums look the same. They're super dusty. I've been hanging out under my belt sander. So they're also covered in whatever I've been sanding with. Also, I really fudged up this one paint job. I would maybe have to go back over some of these. You got a bunch of those? I kind of want them. So I was also thinking I could do, like, it's kind of something to play with my wife. Or maybe some buddies, like, get them over, and we could kind of, instead of doing, like, a D&D thing, we could just set up, like, a little Mage Knight thing. Like I said, you could, because back in the day, there was even the, I know I don't have it anymore, but there's like the map for doing dungeons. And what have you. It's super, I was gonna say, at least my paint job, it's not horrendous. But that's like, God, I was probably like 12, 13. Oh, I was just talking about how people use them for D&D. But I want them. Just get some proper D&D figures, and you won't have to worry about it. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Like I said, I might hop on after the stream for a few. We could probably try to get the daily done at least today. Okay, getting super distracted. Because the other thing I was hoping is maybe slap some dry brushing on this guy too, at least for today. Because I plan on actually having a video up today too. We got quite a few on the channel right now, but I've been streaming, so I haven't really worried about publishing anything. Try to remember the colors. It was black, pink, and red. The good red. Where's the good red? Did it fall down? No, there's some neon blue at my feet, though, and I don't know why. I see regular blue, I see white. Typical Steve, losing everything while he's trying to work on things. But I need the good red. I needs it. They are too expensive. Heck, I'll still look at eBay. They're not like, oh, sitting on top of my, always 3D print you some parts. 3D print your characters to get actual characters. Oh, cool. Doing spring cleaning. Slowly working on it, because I gotta like work on things around the house, plus just keeping things tidy in general is like near impossible. I still have some black from the Zillas when I was doing them earlier. So we'll just kind of use that. So I'm just mixing some paint, mainly using black, red, and whatever this is, bright pink. And I'm just trying to blend to the red here. The way I kind of match is I just pick a piece of the armor, go over and see how well that looks, which honestly I think we're pretty good to go. If anything, it probably needs to be a little redder. I made it too dark. Now it's too red. Black. There we go. That looks pretty good. This was nice of our Inez. We went out to get some sushi and stuff today. That was really good. Robots are taking over the world. Starting with our favorite characters. Do I have to clean up the back? Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Easy, but All right, real quick, blast it with the hair dryer. Hmm. Color's a little off still. It looked pretty good, but there we go. All right, looking pretty spiffy now. Colors match pretty well. Paint it down just a little bit. Oh, actually, I think the paint kind of went on kind of poopy. Kind of tagging up a bit. Kind of odd because of the red here usually. I think once I slap some clear on it, it'll look a lot better. Smooth it out a bit. Yeah, as I say, it would pretty much just be mechanical. Honestly, almost to a T. Like it is surprisingly how much that looks like Donkey Kong already. Okay, so she's pretty good. Just got to clear her all in a day. This, on the other hand, need some yellow. Just gonna use this brush to make my life a little easier. Kind of dry brush this on a little bit. Easy. I'll just cover up my little over mess from some of the other things. And I think we'll do the whites and then go back kind of over it one more time with the neon, just kind of blend it a bit. Also, looks like give me a random thumbtack. Look, I guess that works too. Maybe just shove it right back in. Is it's just gonna do that? Mecha Godzilla. I don't even think that'd be a fair fight. Like Mechanicon, all he really has going for him is he's got those little grenade things. Like Showa would even Showa Mechagodzilla would probably curb stop Mechanicon. That down a bit. It all depends on what you want customized. It's kind of the cost. Best way to get a hold of me is either through my Instagram at Unimportant Steve or the Etsy shop, link in description. Okay. But yeah, for me, customizing stuff, like I said, it can range pretty wildly. It was just like simple paint jobs. Usually, like my starting, it's usually $30 for me to mess with things. Sometimes it might be a little cheaper, but in general, I usually say that's about a baseline. I'm not trying to be perfect with this circle, because like I said, I kind of want it to look a little bit like it's glowing. I'll be going over it with like a bright yellow here in just a second. I'm just kind of hitting the edges a little bit with a little bit of white. Sort of dry brushing around. Like that. Side real quick. A little bit around the edge. I don't even know who Wild Willie is. He must be. I was like, that name doesn't ring a bell at all. Fun figure stuff got today. I was able to find a Micro Galaxy U-wing today, which is super cool. Dinosaur and the Missing Link. But highs aren't even that expensive. Well, $50 is still pricey. It's a little bit more yellow. Yellow, white. Learn my colors. Rinse that off real quick. A little bit of white. Fill these little crevices here. Like, why is there a little thing sticking out? Like, oh, there's a random hair on my brush. Yeah, no, that's that's one thing about Canada that kind of sucks. Got free healthcare, but god damn, is everything expensive. Clean that up a little bit. I have a good one, Godzilla King. Ooh. Well, that kind of sucks is this one doesn't really get... It's like the detailing on is like a little different. Yeah, bootlegs do help that a bit. That's for certain. What's it say? Have you tried the sponsor and description? Calcus Toys. I know they ship to Canada. I'm not sure because of the conversion rate, how much what would be on there, but I know they ship. Okay. Hair dryer. Wherever you went. I would hit the button, but I can't. Alrighty. Now, hold my knees. Grabbing some different cheap yellows. Glow yellow, which I think is kind of what I want. Stop dropping that paper towel on the floor. I have to redo that side because it's not coming out the way I want it to. Yeah, that worked out better. Problem is, the other side, it kind of gooped up a little bit. Isn't what I wanted to happen. That sucks. Got to clean up the gold around there again, but I was kind of thinking I might have to do that around that part anyways. Same verse, same as the first. Zero the rage. I'll grow up. Okay, never mind. Check it out. It come out way worse than I intended to. Somebody's having a blast upstairs. Ah! And now I remix me. Now all this gold, I'm gonna have to fix it. Let's see. Oh, wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah, I saw you were talking something about it on the Discord. I just seen one today too. I was thinking about grabbing one for that girlfriend's a T-Rex custom we were talking about a while back. Because the body I think would work good for like a Figma size, and then just have to change the legs. All I'm doing here is I'm just taking a little bit of yellow around the edge, dull the color a little bit. Say that as it looks infinitely worse. That back down. It looks crappy. It looks pretty good. I just gotta clean up some of the gold around there, but I'm digging that. I was just trying to smooth the paint out a little bit. I like it. Okay. Now I gotta make a bigger batch of this. Now I gotta do this color all. Got a loose elbow. Yeah, at least the nice thing is like that's not a super hard fix. Really probably should use a smaller brush for this. Made it to the bit now. And I gotta clean up some of this paint job anyways. I already had to touch up this little handle piece anyways. Yeah. So now it's got a bit of the right color going on. Got a little bit of that glow on the side of the hammer. Oh yeah, I gotta do the small ones. Shoot. Forgot we still had to do this thing. Uh, For the fun bit on this one. Cool. Dig it. Like I said, we have to clean up some of the trims on there, but not too bad. Same with this. I got to clean up again. A lot of trimming I got to clean up now. So for the most part, I'm gonna say she's done, but there'll definitely be a little bit of extra work I got to do, but nothing super crazy. So I probably won't be doing much with her on the next stream, but just to kind of get the general gist of how she looks with it. Yeah, clean up the graphite here, and then a little bit of the gold, especially around this section here. But pretty pleased with that overall. Guess probably call it good here. We already been going for almost an hour. Yeah, so I'll probably wrap her up tomorrow. Like let everything kind of just sit overnight because the gold turned up pretty good, but like I mentioned, I'll probably go over it one more time with the good old rub and buff just to move things out a bit. Try and get back to Discord. As I go to Discord, I'm like, oh, there's Amy. I don't want Amy. So, then I leave, and then I'm like, wait, I gotta go back. So to me, Regular looks kind of a dark brown, which I do have. I might work on that real quick just to say I did something with it today. Gives me an excuse to use the big brush. Although I gotta get the big brush kind of dry, so I need which I don't currently have a lot of hanging out around me. I'll probably message you tomorrow, email about everything for the figures. Oh, because I gotta still slap some clear on. Honestly, I might not even slap any clear on RC because all the parts, none of it's gonna scuff off, and I'm afraid to just randomly put some gloss on it. If anything, I might just use some of the brush finish that I have and just brush over top of it to make it shine a little. All right. It's like turned out good on that side, a little too heavy on this side. Hey, stop, man. I'm just slapping some brown on him real quick. Figure I'll round this out to an hour-long stream. Good old random brushing. Going lightly over it just to not fill in some of the black detailing. Definitely want to have those black undertones. At least on the high notes, paint job's not overly complicated. Like, there's like adding some browns. I gotta paint the eyes, teeth, and clothes. Thursday, I pay my first installment of my suit. Oh, dope. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it. Are you gonna be doing anything with the suit when you get it? Like taking it to conventions or whatnot? See. It's always funny when you dry brushing, you notice there's like some random spot that doesn't have didn't have any black on it. You don't notice the first time you go on it, but after you dry brush it a little bit, it's clearly there. Kind of like right there, there's a little bit there. Now there's enough color separation that my eye's catching it a little better. Oh, cool. Yeah, I doubt I'll make it this year. I'm gonna be honest, just because like I got possibly that surgery going on around then. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe next year we could maybe work something out. Because which year suit is it again? Real quick, going to fact check this. Oh, it's for the hernia I have. I have an umbilical hernia on my stomach right here, right around my belly button. So I have a hole in my stomach, and my intestine is poking into my belly button, and it sucks. It hurts. So I gotta get that fixed. Some days are better than others. I know. Okay, 2004. Got it. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't want to commit to anything, but it'd be kind of funny to do like the 2004 and then do like a different suit to go along with it. Actually, I was kind of thinking this brown was a little off, but it kind of looks all right for some of these pictures. Like the only thing is, I kind of want to add like a little gray. Just hit it with just a little tinge of gray. Lost where the pictures were. It had to be one of the other monsters, right? Oh. The Steve in me wants to just do a 98. Oh. I have the technology, at least for some of the pieces. Problem is, like 98, like any of the detailing on that thing would be freaking impossible. I would almost just want to take that 3D print and just make upscaled like PLAs out of it, and make a connecting suit out of that. Trying to think of what wouldn't be that impossible. Oh, actually, you know what? Smog Monster. Ghidorah's in that movie. That'd almost be doable. Honestly, that'd probably be the one that would be like something in the realm of possibility for the time frame. Just use some like really thin sheets of foam and just layer them. That could be a fun project. I'll have to look into it. I think I was supposed to be making a Bowser. I gotta find out if I'm still supposed to be making a Bowser. Because if I am, I'll have to get on that sometime soon. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, I think I kind of want this brown. I almost kind of want like a darker brown, and then maybe hit it again with this. I think that's the darkest brown I have is the raw umber or burnt sea. Ooh, that might actually be kind of what it more. You're more red, right? Yeah. Okay. I kind of want you, but with a little bit of black. Take this random primer just kind of hanging out here. A little bit of you. There we go. A little bit darker. Okay, yeah, that's better. Honestly, could probably be a little darker. There we go. I'm looking that better. It's like a dark brown now. The only thing is with the vinyl, it just makes it look shiny. What you do. But Eber doesn't fight Godzilla. Also is a much more complicated outfit to do. Especially to walk, like, try to move around a convention in. Because I've been to G-Fest before. Verbally don't want to be crawling around my knees. I do it enough at home. There we go. I'm liking that color better now. The other color was like, it's fine. It's like a top color, but now I should take some of this. And just lightly hit it. It's one quick pass. Tighten those little areas a little bit more. Don't look too bad now. What you're thinking, Andrew? Yeah, but you still kind of have to be. I don't know. You can't. It's not like you aren't like ever fully vertical in that thing though. Because usually, like when he's like rearing up, But it's definitely not something you could just like, I'm Ebra walking around. Kind of look like the dude from Street Sharks. Name's slipping my mind right now. Yeah, I'm liking that. Got a couple of different subtle shades of brown here and there. Didn't really hit the stomach because you don't really see it too much. Well, I guess I probably could hit the stomach a little bit. I'll just use this brush because it's kind of hanging out here. On the region a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's one of those nice things. Is like when you're using the epoxy, once you start slapping some paint on it, everything kind of blends together much better now. Like it sort of looks like it's on purpose. Yeah, I keep noticing like random little things right there. Because sometimes some of that stuff looks like the way the light's hitting it, and then you actually see it, you're like, oh, that's just thought I got some mist paint. This is probably the most annoying thing about like, especially using like epoxy and clay, is getting like all the. Make sure you didn't miss anything. Because a lot of time I'll go over these things like 4 or 5 times, looking them over to make sure they're not noticing any white. Which sometimes gets fixed with just doing a wash, but I definitely get a little lazy about that though. Anyways, we're gonna call that good here because I'm gonna try to hop on with Arnez to do something on Fallout real quick. Unless I still want to publish a review tonight. It's uploaded. Gotta get it up. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably just do it tomorrow. Because I got the review done for the Shin Universe figures. Plus, I gotta go see what the heck's going on with Casey. Anyways, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got a Instagram. Man, I just lost my train of thought. Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, and Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with channel and donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to pick up some kaiju collectibles for yourself, or even Sonic, link description for Entertainment Earth, whole sports channel. Get yourself some cool, awesome figures. Or if you guys like to get some high Godzillas for yourself, link description for Cow Kiss. You could get, currently they're shipping the pre-evolved Godzillas out now. So they're shipping those to people. And I think the Muto comes out soon too. So definitely want to hop on those.